today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. Jacoby Brissett and the Arizona Cardinals versus Teddy Bridgewater and the Philadelphia Eagles.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And it is Teddy Bridgewater leading the way in his 7th season out of Louisville.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork always wants to improve. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, it's Taylor. And he returns this to the 22.
Trent Taylor on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Austin Ekeler, the ball carrier.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, you're just going to call him productive?
Right. Yeah, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Third and long now after the sack. We'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 5th season now from NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Yes, sir. Leonard Fournette has a well-deserved reputation as a physical, powerful runner. He's going to drop his shoulder and run over people time and time again. I think he uses it to his advantage, though. How about that last run? Set him up. Looked like he's going to drop the hammer, but gave a little wiggle, a little shake. And what did he do, partner?
Left the defender right there in his wake. Brissett on 1st down. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Cam Akers.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Brissett. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage, Brissett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
By the Eagles.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
First down throw for Bridgewater. This one caught by Isabella. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. In Philadelphia, he's going to hold on to the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Cardinals take over.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC, and it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
The ball carrier brought down
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
the end of the first quarter with the score Cardinals 7, Eagles nothing.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Intercepted by the Eagles.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield, because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 20.
Here's Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Austin Eckler.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
By Von Miller. A gain of a yard. First down, Philadelphia.
To throw is Bridgewater. And that is incomplete here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
40-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He personally is playing poorly, but the bottom line is his team's winning. He probably feels, oh, hey, if I can right the ship, we can really extend this lead.
Just try and get back to being the player he knows he can be and continuing to be the leader that he has to be. Doesn't matter whether he's playing real well or not. When you're winning the game, everything's good. Really, you got to treat it like it's sunshine. Hey, everything's great. That's what he has to continue to do, and I'm with you, though. He wants to play better to make sure he's a part of it.
He wants to flip those interceptions and touchdown numbers. 2 INTs, no touchdowns. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The throw over the middle taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, Brissett. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Ball carrier.
Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
And Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
42-yard line.
On first and 10, Brissett to Jefferson on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
The 43-yard
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 43. Brissett now. He'll dump this off to Akers. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
A 6-yard pickup.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Complete. Jefferson the target. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Laviska Shenault, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
For the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
It is good.
And he knocks it through. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score. And sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And now it's third down.
It's third down and 10. To go.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw, Brissett. A pass underneath for Fournette. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to face a third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing, Brissett. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first down throw for Brissett. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. A field goal was the difference. 27-24, the final. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And they trailed the visiting Chiefs in that one. Aaron Rodgers, a touchdown pass there. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. and they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Tom Brady, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Hamler now to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Brissett sets to throw it. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action with Brissett. Connection made with Shenault. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
He's brought down.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Brissett. A throw over the middle taken in by Troutman. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fournette on the counter. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Again, it's Fournette. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Again, the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. T. Higgins with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Eagles 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. Time to take a glance into what we've seen so far from Teddy Bridgewater. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Eckler. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Eckler, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Bridgewater's pass complete to Cole Kmet.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still
No
yardage. Okay.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
Out of the gun, Brissett. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First down, Brissett. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Brissett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Brissett's pass
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
C.D. Lamb. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Bridgewater. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You can have the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
First down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater to throw it. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Brissett. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dwayne Smoot able to record his 5th sack of the season. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one, angling for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt, and for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First down, Philadelphia.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Flush to his right. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater able to hit his target, Lamb. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Arizona, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.